How's it going?
We got another little breakdown for you.
This time, it is with the screenshots that Capcom has provided us on the public relations website. The Capcom Press, the PR.
Good old press release.
Yes, high-quality photos, and they numbered them this time.
That was nice.
Which is awesome, because
That's
now
awesome.
we could just put them in order.
Yeah. And, of course, there's always a few extra shots that we don't quite see in the trailer, and that's what we're going to look at. And the first one we have here, as you see, is one of Chris's squad mates, or one of the individuals he's sending into the house to kidnap Ethan and knock him out. This is obviously right at the point where Mia is no longer alive. She gets executed by Chris, and he's being taken out of the house from what we can see in the trailer.
Yes. Not much to say here. I mean, it looks like he's dressed for the cold. So I think this supports your theory that, or Dustin's theory rather, that they really didn't get relocated that far.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's like, it seems like it might have just lined up perfectly.
Especially if that truck is the one that falls over.
And that's the start of it where it flips out, which is interesting because that's also like, that's what almost happened to Leon in the beginning of Resident Evil 4, because those fuckers got pushed off they pushed off their vehicle and they took them from the vehicle. So it's just interesting.
Yeah,
they're gonna start it with a vehicle flip maybe.
I do see what looks to be like a scope on like a machine gun. I almost said submarine.
It almost looks like Chris's gun from Not a Hero.
I was just about to say, I'm guessing if Chris is playable, he's going to have heavy artillery.
Mm.
Which wouldn't be that big of a deal. I think that suits Chris at this point.
It would make sense, yeah.
Yeah. And that's it. I mean, I don't really have anything else to say about this.
Not much.
Other than the fact that he does have a hood on.
Right.
And, maybe, this is just a big maybe. Obviously, it's probably Ethan that's walking through the snow. But what do you think it would be? Do you think it would be effective to maybe play as one of these guys going after Ethan for a segment, and it's just like you hold the stick up to walk?
That would be interesting if you have to play like going, like you could play as one of the squad mates or Chris going into the house in the beginning. Like you start the game as Chris or one of these people, and you're going into Ethan's house. Like you don't know, like you think like, okay, this is a house. You can assume it's Ethan's house just from the trailers. I think that would be kind of cool.
It would be kind of
whether it's him or Chris or whoever.
Because this kind of looks like the silhouette of the guy walking through the snow,
right?
With the hood, because we said that he has kind of like a hood. We haven't seen a hood on Ethan yet. So
no.
Then again, Ethan might wear he might pull the jacket off one of the dead bodies or something.
Yeah,
it's cold.
It looked like he was wearing a jacket that just was a little bit thicker that may or may not have had a hood or just a collar.
Or it might not be a hood at all.
Yeah.
We don't know. We're just speculating. And then next we have the same screenshot that was used. It's not the same exact one, but it's from the original trailer.
Yeah. And it's also shown again in this
presumably
trailer.
Mia.
This trailer reuses the similar stuff.
Yeah.
And Mia reading the fairy tale.
Sitting in her living room with her probably a Panasonic curved.
This shot specifically is kind of looks a little bit more like, grainy. It's got the
It almost looks like a memory
exposure.
Or a film. Yeah.
Right. Has that older, old-time aesthetic.
Back the tapes, bro.
They might do the tapes. Because the thing is that 7 you saved with
bro.
tapes.
They're going to do the storybook.
You write a story in the book
You're
and you save your
the
progress.
Storybook and play it.
That's it.
That's what's going to happen. You're going to find the storybook.
It's in the game.
And you're going to skip to the Lou, Tim Burton, my darling, through the storybook. Watch, I'm telling you. It's going to happen. There's going to be a 2D side scroller.
Bring back the tapes. I like the tapes. I thought that aesthetic was kind of cool.
Too. I'm just making a joke.
Yeah, I know, but
I would not be surprised if they make us play the storybook.
I hope not.
I'm telling you. Anyway,
hopefully it's just
this
one
is a
little
new
part of the game.
screenshot.
Yes, Ethan. It looks like he's looking at Mia through the living room into the kitchen.
I was going to say Ethan's not in here. Oh wait,
yeah, you can't see him.
It's probably his point of view.
Yeah, and
look at that basket up there, ominously, ready to just come yeet her, bro.
Yeah,
like it's just like it looks like it's about to just come straight down and fucking clock her on the fucking.
This is still shown while she's like citing the fairy tale. or
Also,
the tail rather.
as somebody who sells appliances, the fact that her stove is taller than her counter really irritates me.
Yeah, it does not look.
What? What the fuck,
Hey,
bro?
maybe they don't have good taste in house design.
I mean,
she's
look
making
at everything else.
she's
looks
making
great.
a shitty dinner. Okay,
know
she
it's
has
shitty.
shitty wine.
We know it's
We
shitty,
know
but
she
everything
can't
else
cook.
looks great.
This is stuff that we have to pay attention to.
Also, why is her microwave fucking huge?
Yeah,
What is she microwaving? It's not a wall oven. It's a microwave.
I don't know. Maybe it's
with a fucking
maybe it's some of the wolfies.
ventilation.
Some of the wolfies that we see.
Yeah,
in the game.
maybe.
You never know.
And those bottles of wine are like the size of her ass. The counter and everything else looks cool though. I like the aesthetic of the house.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very good blend. It's kind of like a Raccoon City blend where it like is very modern, but it's also very like old.
Yeah, it has that old timey aesthetic.
I will say, it does look pretty dope. Next up,
This is the fairy tale,
the playable section of the game.
the playable section of the
No,
game.
I'm
No,
just
it's
kidding.
not.
Well, it might not be.
Don't think so.
I mean, it might be.
I don't know.
Anthony,
The big thing.
Anthony, it might be.
No, we're not going to start
Anthony,
saying that.
It might. It
It's
might
gonna
be
be
a
a
playable section
Because you know what's going to happen now is that there's going to be people online, and I'm already seeing this because I'm being fucking, like mentioned and tagged in a bunch of shit on because people, never mind. I'm not even going to get into it. But people, people think that because of this section, the whole game is ruined. And all I'm going to say is no. Because
No, this doesn't have anything to do
this
with the
has
game
nothing.
being ruined.
It is going to be a very small section or a little cinematic. Hopefully, it's not the only cinematic. That's the biggest fear
Yeah.
that we get in the game. Now,
I don't think this is a big deal.
no, it's not. The main thing that we
It's imaginative.
right,
Like,
it's imaginative.
supposed to be.
It's telling the fairy tale. It's harmless. The thing is that what we have to pay attention to is whether or not what they show in this specific little cinematic here is important or has any significance. Now, we looked at it in the trailer. From this shot here, we just see a bunch of vines, a bunch of branches, and them standing in the middle before the little girl runs away from the mother, looking for the berries.
What is that game they made? What is that game they made? Into the Abyss?
I'm not sure.
What is that game they made?
This looks like, obviously, very, Tim Burton-esque, which everybody's saying online. Very different. Looks very
looking it up.
interesting if it's running off the RE engine. But again, it's solely here to tell the story of the fairy tale, and that's what you're getting here.
Didn't they make a game about like a submarine or whatever that goes down?
I don't know.
Submarine game.
I am not sure.
Somebody in the chat or somebody that's listening to. Yeah. Into the Depths.
Into the Depths. Okay.
It's very like artsy and 2D.
Okay.
I almost feel like they kind of borrowed this idea. Not exactly, because this is like 3D and this is definitely more like artsy. But I feel like they borrowed maybe this team's guidance in creating this cinematic. Or maybe they outsourced it to this team that made it, this Capcom team.
Yeah, I'm curious myself who helped design this because it is very different. It's very
the one thing
standoffish.
The one thing we will say about it, which is we said about 7, so we can't be hypocrites, but no other Resident Evil game has anything like this.
No.
Which means it is something completely new, and it may not necessarily capture the spirit of Resident Evil.
No.
I can't think of anything else that's like this.
I can't either.
Other than like the really screwed up bad pictures that the little kids drew in Survivor.
Those are pretty bad.
Couldn't even color in the lines.
They couldn't color in the lines, and you could barely see it.
Yeah.
It looked like someone smeared shit on a piece of paper.
Not that
we're
saying this looks that bad, because this looks great.
No,
It looks great.
Right. Well, the thing is that like we're just saying, I don't think we should fear this because
No.
I think it's just going to be something small.
Yeah.
Is it very different from what we've ever seen in Resident Evil? Absolutely. You can't. You've been under a rock if you don't think that this looks like distinctively different than anything we've seen in the ongoing series.
Anthony, you know they're going to make us play through this. Even if it's just holding the stick and watching her run. We're going to play through this.
I would
Maybe it'll be a DLC.
I don't know.
The mini game.
The mini game.
You have to. It's a.
Do you want to play
platformer.
the fairy tale?
Yeah,
$15.99.
Question: would you guys like this to be a playable section, or would you rather it just be shown in a cutscene?
I think it's really unnecessary if they made this playable.
I agree. You know what this reminds me of? I know you're gonna be like, that's different, but you know what this reminds me of? Playing the guitar in The Last of Us 2. It's unnecessary. It's just let the cutscene play and then move on.
But that happens for like 5 seconds.
And what if they make you play this for like 20 seconds?
But that's different, though.
No, I knew you were going to say that. It's the same to me. I'm not saying it's like, obviously it makes more sense.
Because Ellie has been trying to play guitar for like however long in the story.
And this makes sense because the folktale is a part of the story. But Capcom, please, in our opinion, not that I'm saying Anthony agrees with me about the guitar thing, but in our opinion, just let this be a cutscene. Don't make us play through it.
Well, the same thing could be said about QuickTime events, right? In RE4?
Yeah, the same thing could be said. Why just make it a cutscene? Why I can't enjoy Krauser and Leon's knife fight? Why do I have to stress about when the button's going to pop up?
But no one cares about it in RE4, John. Everyone seems to forgive it, right?
I give it a fucking 2 ranks lower than an S for that. RE4 is a B rank game. It's a B rank game.
I mean,
although
you could say what you want. I'm just saying
there's not very many Resident Evil games that deserve.
I just think that you can't really compare this to a Ellie guitar QuickTime thing.
I'm just telling you it.
All I'm saying is I don't think we got to even talk about this that long because I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal.
I think it's going to be a huge deal. I think.
Well, no, it's already a huge deal from people that are whining. But I think for people like us,
we're not whining. I'm just saying, like, I think this fairy tale is going to be shown in. I think you're going to get drip fed this fairy tale, and what actually happens. Because you remember, we've only seen up until this part.
Right.
There's a whole. If you've ever read any of the Grimm tales, bro, there's a whole lot more to this fairy tale.
But the thing is I'm not saying the fairy tale's not going to be important. I'm saying that this art design with this little section
100%
is not going to be important.
It's not,
I know the fairy tale is going to hold weight.
Unless they make us play it.
Because there's no but there's no reason that they're going to reinstate the fairy tale again in the second trailer and then show the same symbols again without it holding any significance. I know it has that. I just don't think that this is going to be as big as people are making it out to be as far as like, it's a big deal because it looks like a Tim Burton thing. It's like, listen, I honestly don't think we're going to play this. In my opinion, I don't think so.
I'm not saying I think or don't think. I'm just saying that fucking Capcom.
But you say that with that smile, but I'm not saying.
I'm just telling you, every time every time we don't want something and we're like, bro, it's going to happen. It fucking happens.
That's true.
And this is going to happen, bro. It's going to be like, they're going to be like,
now,
the
if we
first
see,
one, bro, if we see,
but if we see it at Tokyo Game Show, right?
Play the fairy tale.
Play the demo. That's the demo. The demo is the fairy tale.
But no, guys, it's not. It's not ruining. It's not ruining the game. People who say that are dumb, bro.
It's not. It's so different that it shell-shocked some people. And even I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I personally didn't like the trailer, not because of this, but because I thought it was too samey, and I would have rather them just wait and held off until another week.
For sure.
For TGS, you know what I mean?
For sure.
But anyway, moving on.
We got another screenshot of the playable section in the Resident Evil Village. It's not confirmed playable, guys. I'm just teasing.
We're just fucking around.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to say other than the fact that, for the animation they're going for here, it is pretty beautiful. And you know what? I will give this one credit, I think, before we move on from the screenshot. One thing I will say. At least it's a cutscene. I hope. Because it might be playable. But if it's a cutscene,
it's probably going to be the one cutscene we get. So
I know. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. Listen. At least it's a cutaway instead of just Mia sitting there reading the book out loud while Ethan's like picking shit up and looking around the room.
Right, and you don't give a fuck about
what she's saying. Yeah. Like at least it's a cutaway scene.
Sure.
I like that, and I really hope this game does what 7 didn't do, which is where it has cutaway scenes. Now that we know what Ethan looks like. You guys will see in our Essentials video, I feel very strongly about certain things about this game. and things that we want to see. Anthony also feels very strongly about some of those things. And one of them is, don't make me the character. His name is Ethan Winters, not John C. Not Anthony L. You know, like his name is Ethan Winters.
Make him a character.
Even if he's in first person, you can do it.
Yeah.
Wear the shirt. We do it. Like, just do it.
Yeah.
And that's all I got to say. What about you? Next one?
Next one. This is a big deal.
This is a good deal. Yeah.
A good deal. A big deal and a good deal. So this.
And it also shows a little bit of a spark of hope that there's a cutscene system.
Yes, I was going to say,
Yeah.
this looks like a cinematic, the way it's like framed. Also, it's also, I'm assuming it's also so you can't see his full face because we're trying to make it a mystique to it.
Yeah.
This is the merchant, or as we know as the merchant, because he says, what does he say in the trailer?
He says if it's window shopping, if it's just looking, window shop away.
Window shop away, that's what it is.
If it's just looking, window shop away.
And he's got the cigar. He looks like a badass. He looks like someone who's wielding weapons.
Of his hand.
Like, you don't want to steal shit from him.
No,
he will literally eat you.
Is literally, I'm going to call it like Dylan did. This is the Penguin.
A lot of people are saying that online
this
now
is the Penguin, and I actually really like it.
I fuck with it. One thing that we said, like we talked about, like in our, like what you're going to be seeing coming up this week in the merchant video, is whether or not we didn't know who the merchant was going to be, whether it was going to be the older lady or if it was going to be a guy.
The guy from the glasses,
the guy with the glasses.
Which we didn't think it was.
No,
we're right about that.
We were just speculating.
I thought the merchant was already revealed. So I thought it was going to be the old lady and she was going to tie back into the story.
Yeah.
But I'm so much happier with this choice.
I'm happy with this choice, and I hope that they do tie it into our points in that video that you guys will see.
Yes.
I hope they tie it into the lore and the story, or at least give him a reason why he's in this town and has a shop.
And he's not infected, it seems.
It doesn't seem like he's infected. That's a good point. And also,
unlike the other merchant.
Yeah, and the you know, we don't see what he is kind of showing us, like what he's looking at. You could tell he's probably looking at the weapons and stuff he has laid out.
Yeah, it kind of looks like he has like a
handkerchief in his
you know, he definitely has that in like his suit, but it looks like he has like a billboard over there.
Yeah.
Like papers hanging from the
thing.
Like
it looks like a little like opening
maybe
or whatever.
Like a shack or something.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe like
oh, you know what this is? I'm gonna call it right now. Behind him is a carriage.
Yeah,
it's got that's a carriage door, bro. That's a carriage door. He's a traveling
salesman.
Yeah. What if we see
traveling merchant 2021?
What if he has horses? What if
that would be fucking awesome.
What if he's
to see him riding with the fucking horse,
and he just comes in and he's like, "Are you ready to shop?
Be ready to shop."
What if he? What if he's a centaur?
That would be cool.
What if he's got horse legs?
Hey man, yeah, he's just sitting
like
there.
Kintaro.
Yeah, Kintaro.
Yeah,
that would be the wildest shit I've ever seen.
I think it's Kintaro.
Kintaro?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him, right?
I'm pretty sure.
The one that's like,
yeah,
punches you all the time.
Oh man, no.
Or is it Centauro? It doesn't matter. You know who we're talking about. We're talking about Mortal Kombat.
I'm excited for this. This looks
I'm really
awesome.
excited too. I definitely think that looks like a carriage door opened.
Yeah,
you see like the little latch up top.
Yeah, and it's got like the lantern shining down. It looks awesome.
And it looks like it's attached to it, like it's the
It
rear.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
We've talked about this before with the merchant being rumored in this game, showing some more elements similar to RE4. So this just kind of confirms it a little bit further.
For sure.
Beautiful shot right here. This is of the graveyard, covered in snow and ice, and
you do get to see the bell tower in the back.
You do.
What looks to be like the bell tower. At least the bell might be tolling.
Might be tolling, apparently, according to what she said in the trailer.
The bell might be tolling.
And there's a statue there as well. That's looking towards the hill, it looks like.
Yeah. It is the maiden statue, yeah. I wonder, I almost thought that, I was kind of thinking that house in the back right there with the lamp in it might be where the merchant is.
Where the merchant is.
But it doesn't, it looks like there's a staircase on his picture to the left.
Yeah, in the background.
Or some type of monument. So that could be. I mean, it doesn't look exactly the same and I don't see him.
Right.
So that might not be what that is. But it could be. That could be the merchant's little hut.
Yeah, or maybe where you first see him.
Because I feel like this game is going to, 100%. I feel like this game, this graveyard and the angel, or not the angel, the maiden's warrior maiden, we're calling her.
Yeah.
And the demon door, I think, is to the left here. Right?
Yeah.
So I think this might be a central hub for this game, and you might run around and do everything with this being the central hub of the game. Maybe with the merchant, maybe the merchant doesn't move.
Right, it's in only in certain elements of the game.
Maybe he's in this one area.
Places
Just
where you can
speculating.
backtrack.
We're just
and stuff.
speculating.
Yeah.
But maybe it's right there.
I'm a big fan of the aesthetic, though. I'm a big fan of how this looks. How
Because
dead
if you look to
everything
your
looks,
left,
dead
right
winter.
here, you see how there's the roof right there
Yeah.
on the left. That might be the merchant. We might be looking like you walk down and then turn left, and then the merchant's
There
right
is a
there.
path.
Yeah, there's a path. So it's interesting, but I
Yeah.
like it because you can't make any buildings out over here.
No.
They zoomed it in, so you can't.
Yeah, it looks great. Looks gorgeous. Big fan of how the RE engine is looking in this game.
Yeah, and this is in 30. This was in 30 frames, and on a stream. I mean, this looks amazing, and this is a 1080p TV.
Right.
I don't even think this is 1080p. The one we're looking at it on, I'm pretty sure it's just fucking 720.
Jesus.
It's just trash, but like it looks really nice.
We got the fetus logo with the candles.
Yeah, we kind of broke this down in the trailer. This was in the trailer.
This is in the trailer. Still showing it a bunch in the trailer, making its significance known, that it's going to play a big part into what they're trying to summon or what they're trying to bring out with this cult. And I can't wait to see if we're going to see more of it in Tokyo Game Show, if they're going to show some of it in gameplay or...
I wonder if there's a significant reason one of the sets of candles isn't lit.
Right.
Maybe you have to light it to complete the puzzle.
Yeah.
It also looks like there should be candles on that side too.
Yeah, very very cool looking symbol though.
I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, really cool. This is a newer shot. We had a close up of this older blind woman carrying the skull in the last trailer, but now we kind of get a clearer shot of her looking all crazy, and she says something about the bells tolling, and
yeah, she says in life and death we bring glory. I have it written down right here actually.
she looks blind, clearly.
Yeah, she definitely looks blind.
She's got the braids and shit in her hair. She looks like she hasn't showered in like 70 years.
She says, in life and death we give glory. The bell tolls for us all. They are coming again. Who is they?
Mm-hmm.
That's the question we have. Is they Ethan?
Now, what significance do you think that this is? This Lady Miranda, do you think?
I think this is Mother Miranda.
Mother Miranda.
I think this is the witch from the fairy tale. Because didn't they say in the fairy tale that the witch kidnaps the kid or whatever? The kid is lost and the witch takes her?
I don't think
feel
they
like that
mentioned a
was
witch specifically.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think they mentioned the witch specifically. They just said that the daughter.
This might be Mother Miranda. I mean, there's a significance as to why she... There's got to be a significance as to why she says the same thing that they're chanting. Either she's their leader, like their saddler, or she's Mother Miranda. The real question is, whose skull is that?
Yeah, and why is it on a staff? What's the significance of the staff? And look at her fucking fingers holding that staff. She really looks like she's about to break.
Yeah.
Very creepy.
This Lady Miranda or Mother Miranda or whoever she is, whatever her name is.
Yeah.
She's very reminiscent of the Souls series.
Mm.
She reminds me a lot of Dark Souls.
She looks really cool.
She looks awesome.
Really creepy. This is a cool shot. This isn't in the trailer. They show this particular enemy in the trailer, but this specific shot, vicious looking. It looks like Carlos, dead Carlos.
Yeah, we're obviously we weren't saying it's Carlos. We were saying it's Carlos-esque.
Carlos-esque, yeah.
It looks like Carlos if he got infected with whatever this is.
The teeth look fucking all fucked up and crooked and terrifying. The eyes look brutal. They're all silver looking.
Yeah.
Just very dead inside.
This is a very Bloodborne enemy. Very Bloodborne design.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of how this looks.
You would really like Bloodborne.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
I think you would.
I'm just too stubborn to play those games.
I think you would really like it.
I think I would like it too. I gotta.
Dark Souls, myself. I don't know, but Bloodborne, I think
I'll play
really
Bloodborne when it comes on the 5 eventually when it gets remastered.
It's gonna be free. As part of the PS Plus thing.
Hope so.
It's part. They announced it. It's part. It's in the PS Plus
Is it
collection.
remastered though? Is it the same?
I think it's the same, but it's 60 frames.
Is it?
They're saying that it's supposedly running all those games faster.
I hope.
We'll see.
Another shot while he's attacking with his hairy chest. This is when he pulls Ethan up through the floor, right?
No. This I don't know if it's when he pulls him up or whatever, but this is going to be where he throws him outside.
Right. Yeah.
I get a really big underworld feeling from their eyes.
Yeah, me too.
Like the glowing blue eyes.
Yeah. I like the two different color eyes. I like he looks stocky as hell. Very intimidating. I do like the enemy design. So far, from what I've seen, from what it looks like we're going to be up against, I'm
better
a fan.
than 7.
Yeah, better than 7.
I like it more than 7
It's
far.
more tasteful than 7.
Yeah, it's also more throwbacky. Like the glossed over eyes, the bloody mouth, the fleshy ashen tones and blues and grays. Like it reminds me of Resident Evil.
Right.
Even though it's taking a departure, there's no question.
As long as it ties back into some kind of
Yeah.
virus or something, because that's really what we're looking forward to, is how this ties into the lore we know and what is around in this universe that we know
Which
about.
I was excited when I first saw the molded too. And I ended up being a little disappointed. Not that they're horrible. I just ended up being a little disappointed. I still think Revelations 1 has the worst enemy designs.
But you had to play the whole game to realize that with 7. We both did. So I think when we play this,
not Rev 1, Rev 2.
we might, like change our opinion. We might be like, maybe it might be the same as the molded. It might be just as good or better.
There's going to have to be a lot of variance.
Yeah.
That's one thing I want to see from
Can't
Remake
get
4.
stale fast.
That's another thing I want to see from Remake 4 too. I don't want to see 3 of the same villager attacking me.
Yeah.
Like there's got to be a lot of variance.
They got to have some variance. So, okay, so this is something I wanted to bring up. So this was a shot. There's a shot of this guy. I don't know if it's the same guy or if it's a bigger guy jumping down in the trailer
with the hammer.
With the hammer. This is a guy with like a pickaxe, but I almost thought it was that bigger guy, but this just looks like one of the.
I think this is the Carlos guy.
Yeah, this looks like he's wielding a weapon, so we know they could still wield weapons, obviously.
This also
looks like he's about to jump off a roof, an icy
once
roof.
again gives me the impression that there's going to be cutscenes in the game.
It looks like out of a cut. That looks straight out of a cutscene.
Because remember when they said that he was on the roof, and he breaks through,
right,
and then like grabs Ethan and throws him? That's the guy. Maybe this is the cutscene of when the guy's talking to him. He's like, he's on the roof.
Sends him, and then he grabs him.
Yeah, I love these posed like a gargoyle.
Yeah.
I love it, bro.
It looks like he's ready to fucking pounce, which is cool.
And it looks like he's not even wearing shoes.
No.
He's got like 2 toes.
Yeah. He's all crooked and backwards.
I like it.
It's awesome. Some broken in fences, looking up to the castle. Castle looks very vampire-esque. Looks like
Very
Dracula's
ominous,
castle. Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah, this looks great. I like the fog. I just like everything about this aesthetic.
Looks like a snowstorm.
They're still holding back a little bit on the castle. I mean, I think from what we saw in the gameplay, could have been inside a little bit of the
Tokyo
castle.
Game Show is going to show the castle, bro.
Yeah. It's
Nah,
either
I'm
the castle or inside the village. They're going to show either one.
Yeah.
Either the village part or the castle part, depending on where it is in the game and what they can show us. But yeah, I'm a fan. I can't wait to explore the castle.
I can't either, man. I'm ready. Looks like a basket down there. Yeah, there's not really much to talk about in this one.
Yeah, just more environmental stuff. Okay, so the old man that looks injured and can't even stand up during this cult worshipping that's going on here is the same old man from the first trailer.
Yeah.
And this guy to the right of him is all bandaged up, looking like he had a bad night of drinking. And then there's a guy with the beer all the way to the left that you can't see.
Yeah, that's the girl that we've seen.
Right. That's the girl we've seen with the lantern.
On the left, all the way
on the left,
yeah,
yep.
like her nose.
And then this is from Ethan's perspective, which we understand because we can see his hands in the trailer at this point.
Yep.
You can tell it's Ethan.
Because it's his...
He's got the wedding ring.
Wedding ring, yeah.
And they're chanting Mother Miranda.
Mm-hmm. They're in life and in death, we bring glory. Mother Miranda.
Not mother and child, like some people are commenting.
Yeah, it's Mother Miranda. It's not Mother and Child.
It's not mother and child.
They
guys.
say Mother Miranda, not mother and child. Well, are you kidding me? People really think that?
The deciphering never ends.
It doesn't sound like it.
No.
People were saying Miranda is long for Mia.
That makes no sense.
Mother Mia!
Mir-
Mamma Mia!
Mother Mia!
Mamma Mia!
Here we go again!
Mamma Mia!
My Miranda!
Mamma Mia! Luigi, we go back to the village.
We go back to Mario! Okay.
Oh, no, bro.
All right,
I'm not
anyway.
trying to meme on anyone, but somebody was like, Mia is short for Miranda. And I was like, no.
I wonder where that came from.
Dude, I wouldn't even be surprised if it was the truth. Like, at this point,
Yeah.
maybe Mother Miranda is the one that lost the daughter in the fairy tale.
Who knows?
We don't know
We
yet.
just know that this cult depicted in this picture is trying to summon. So
Or
I don't know.
something.
Summon something. Trying to summon.
We don't know if it's summoning or not, but
Sacrifice,
like we think, yeah.
Take the baby. Ethan's baby's got to play a role.
Also,
here
that
somewhere.
dude's in a crutch, so he's fucked.
Yeah, he's done.
That middle guy, he has a crutch.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks like he had a bad fall. Like Ethan kicked him down a
Mhm.
flight of stairs or something.
There's firewood in the back. There's plates stacked by the fire, like the
Yeah.
fireplace.
Looks like a cabin. Yeah. Who knows? We'll see.
And that's it.
That is it for the screenshot breakdown. This is like our fifth one or fourth one, not just on this game, but in total. We've been doing this since RE3.
Yeah,
You
we'll
guys have
continue to
enjoyed
do
it.
so.
Yeah, breaking the stuff down. Do you think we're gonna get another press release at Tokyo Game Show? Or do you think
Yeah.
we're just gonna get
100%.
You think we're just gonna get what they show us?
We're getting story.
Yeah,
and
I think we're gonna
gameplay.
get some stories. So we'll have more stuff to break down and stuff like that, and we're gonna try to have as much stuff as we can covering the village. And the road to the village has begun, and there's a lot of stuff to look forward to. And Tokyo Game Show is right around the corner, and stay tuned to a lot of the videos we have coming out leading up to it, because we have a lot of stuff to cover and a lot of stuff to talk about as everything unravels. And do we have any other screenshots on here that we missed?
No,
on here? We're
I
just looking on the
looked, yeah.
website.
I'm just taking a look at the website real quick just to see if anything
Anything updated?
got updated.
Nothing crazy, but
I
guys.
guess one thing we will say here too, just for you PlayStation gamers out there, and I'm pretty sure Xbox is going to end up doing it to Game Pass too, but which you might know this already, but Resident Evil 7 is going to be available on PS5 at launch.
Okay,
It's included in that PS Plus thing.
that makes sense.
Yeah, because it was a game. It was a player's choice or whatever.
Yeah.
Greatest hits. So we're not going to do a whole video just on announcing that. Like that would be kind of silly. But for those of you who did stick around for the screenshot breakdown, just know, just a little bit of tidbit information. If you haven't played 7 yet, it's definitely worth.
You have
playing,
the last quarter of this year to play it,
or to play it leading up into this.
Right. Yeah.
But you also, if you're going to be picking up a PS5 and you haven't played 7 yet, please play 7
yes.
on your PS5
Yeah.
for free leading up to this game because it is essential.
Yeah. You gotta fill
you
yourself
definitely want to
in,
beat 7 or
catch
and
yourself
play it.
up. Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, despite people thinking we fucking hate the game and all that bullshit, we don't hate the game.
We don't hate it. No.
I could sit down and play it if I had to. Maybe I'll sigh, but I'll still play it.
Just
it
enjoy
is
it.
It is a good game.
Play it,
I
yeah,
still
play it and
I
enjoy
still
it.
hold to my original concept. Like if you'll see. But like Resident Evil 7 to me is not a bad game at all. It's just not.
No.
There's some flaws with it, but there's flaws with all the Resident Evil games. So let us know if you're going to be getting the PS5 in the comments, and if you're planning on playing it. If you haven't played 7 yet, let us know that, and then let us know what you think about the screenshots.
Yeah, let us know what you think down below. Also, to that point, I know that Xbox is already like backwards compatible, so 7 will work if you have it digitally
It will
or
work,
physical.
yes. And I guess
So
the
it'll work on
PS5 will
both.
work with the PS4 stuff too.
Yeah, let us know if you guys are going to
Yeah.
be pre-ordering those consoles down below too. Let us know which one you want to get. The mass community on our YouTube channel seems to be getting a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Let us know.
And let us know if you're going to buy both. We put a poll out just to see. No
Yeah.
console wars, no fighting. We're not gatekeeping. I don't
No.
care what you own. I was just genuinely curious because, I wanted to gauge how the community felt.
yeah,
Which console generation earned your money? It should never be which one just because you're a fan. It should be which one has earned your dollar.
Yeah, and which one you're going to be playing the new Resident Evil game on, because
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to look kick-ass
Or
on these
PC.
consoles. Or just say, F it all, I'm just on PC, and I'm going to enjoy it the best way I can.
With a 1330 you can't get. Or 1360?
1360? Yeah, I think so.
With 3060?
3060, yeah.
With a 3060 that we aren't taking pre-orders for. Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
This video was brought to you by our supporters over on Patreon, where users like Jack Fleming make it possible to keep on delivering awesome content. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop a like Barry dropped the rope,
How I've done it.
and consider hitting subscribe for more Resident Evil content. Don't forget to join our Discord in the link down below, and you can also find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.